Hi, I'm Craig. That's my brother Brad. This is Weekdays with Craig and Brad. Brad, we did it. We made it.
What? What do we do?
We made it to episode 8.
Oh my gosh. Episode 8. Here
Gosh.
we go. Hey, I have something to say in response to that. We have now made just as many episodes as the Dana Carvey show from the 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
Screw you, Dana Carvey. By the way, I am watching that link you sent me, the United Apart thing with Wayne's World. Loving
Yeah.
it.
Did you see that? Man, I started watching. I haven't finished it yet, but that's a great series. It's not as good as ours.
No.
But
Ours has a little lower budget, like Wayne's World would have been.
We have a less connections, I think, than the guy that does the voice for Snowman guy.
Snowman, yeah. Josh Gad, yeah.
Josh Gad, yes, that's right.
But I'll tell you what, Josh, you know what Josh Gad doesn't have?
A brother?
He doesn't have Larry. That's what he doesn't have.
He doesn't have Larry. Larry is exclusive to Weekdays with Craig and Brad. And, do you want to give an update on Larry?
Yeah. You know what Larry's also missing? Extra thumbs.
Yes, this is true. So for those of you that don't know, Larry keeps track of our all-time thumbs up record on YouTube. We set a certain goal for thumbs up on our YouTube videos. The current goal is 150. So hit that thumbs up on the YouTube and just get Larry. Every time we beat that record, Larry will get another thumb placed on his bate.
Yeah. So far, he looks pretty normal right now. I'm hoping that can change as
we're stuck on level 1, which is just 1 thumbs.
I hope that one day we're able to get him a couple thumbs. Who knows? If God willing, we're able to make it to episode 11. Who knows how many thumbs he'll have?
Feels
who
like
knows?
So far away, but that's the great thing is 2 thumbs. Great. I've got 2 thumbs, everybody. But if we can beat the record a few times in a row, then it's really going to get interesting because you wonder where's that third?
Who knows?
Fifth?
Who knows? The possibilities, though, I'll tell you, they're crazy. So guys, if you are new, once again, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you can. We're seeing a little exodus of people right now. They're like, I don't know how I feel about this new thing right here. But those who are here, let me tell you, we can't tell you how much we appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for your support, being here, watching every day. All right, we realize this is a binge-worthy series of podcasts. So if you're watching 1, you can watch 10. You just binge watch us. Well, when we get to 10, we have 8 right now. So
that's right. I think it's we've got 2 things here. One, it's probably me. And two, I think our goal with this, I've been thinking about this. YouTube, right? You create a channel, you try to get followers, you want to grow, you're looking for likes and comments. I think our channel should be less views, less comments, and just try to dwindle it down to just get 1 really good follower.
So we only have 1 person who watches every day. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it might be Larry after all.
Right. We'll have to. I don't think we'll be very shy, but it's dwindling. But we're gonna keep on plugging because I believe in what we're doing. And that's the most important thing. If we believe in what we're doing and you believe in what we're doing, that's all that matters, which is great.
That's right. Go become a patron.
Yeah, patreon.com/CraigSlater. Okay, let's move on to something really, really important. That is the YouTube comment of the day. I'm gonna make an intro for that very, very soon. Are you ready for it? Here it is. Bam.
Yep. Oh, there it is. All right. Danger Doom. He wrote out something amazing here. All right, here we go. Ready? This has to do with our story on the are you hiding behind the comment of the day?
Yes.
This has to do with the story of the little boy who asked Santa for a gun and got rejected. So he wrote this amazing thing out, and I'm just blown away. So Danger Doom. 'Twas the night before Christmas. I only wanted one thing. Off to see Santa and the joy he would bring. Socially distanced, I rose from my chair, asked for a gun that was met with a stare. No guns, he said, unexpected. I sat there in fear, feeling rejected. A Nerf gun, I said, to clear the confusion. Not even a Nerf gun, his only conclusion. I started to cry and feeling ashamed. There are lots of other toys, Santa exclaimed. I wanted a Nerf gun. I know it's not bad. Then why was Santa making me sad? Publicly shamed, hugging my mom, Santa just sat there without any qualm. Christmas is over. Totally wrecked. This is Santa. Politically correct. Danger Doom. You get 50,000 points for that comment.
Rightfully so. 50,000 points for quite possibly the greatest comment of all YouTube comments of the day. Beat that.
Yes,
Beat
definitely.
that.
So far in the history of comments of the day out of all 8 episodes, I mean, you got to give them that. So good. Quick question. Don't want to alarm you, Craig. Are you stuttering or am I stuttering on the internet connection here? Because you're stuttering on my end.
I'm not. You're doing. You're fine on the recording. So
okay, then let's just keep going.
Okay. Listen, it's time to listen. I'm so excited to present my news to you today. So excited to present my news. Are you ready to play Draw the News for the second time ever?
Oh yeah, Draw the News. That was fun the first time. Let's do it again.
Are you ready? Okay, so start your timers. I'm gonna get going. We're gonna draw the news, and all you need to do is guess what the story is about. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Excited.
Okay,
yep.
Here we go. In 3,
Craig
2,
the artist.
1.
Here we go. Okay, it's a box, and looks like there's. Is it a box of crayons or a box of marbles? We've got an X. It's a chest. Is it a map? Are you drawing a map? Are you drawing an X marks the spot? A treasure chest?
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Okay. You won. You won. Congratulations.
I won?
Close enough.
All right.
This is a real life treasure map chest story that you would see in a Nick Cage movie. Okay.
I was going to say Indiana Jones.
Straight up Indiana Jones. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm so excited to share this with you.
All right, lay it on me.
All right. Have you ever heard of the man Forrest Finn before?
No.
Okay. Forrest Finn was a famed art dealer. He was actually born in Texas, and he made a buku's amount of money. All right. And Forrest Finn was an older gentleman, and actually in the late 80s, he was diagnosed with cancer. So he actually thought it would be really cool to hide some treasure. So he actually took some of his. So he was an art dealer. He actually had very specific, very valuable pieces of art, pieces of jewelry, and he actually took them and hid them somewhere in the world. And it stemmed an incredible chase for treasure, where Forrest Finn, after hiding his stuff for years and years and years, ended up having it found.
Oh, really? Somebody has found it.
Somebody found this. Okay.
In the year of all years, of course.
So in 1988, Forrest Finn was diagnosed with cancer and given a prognosis that it was likely terminal. This inspired him to hide a chest in an outdoor location with the purpose of creating a public search for it. He considered using the location as his final resting piece as well. He recovered from the illness and in 2010 self-published The Thrill of the Chase, a memoir, a collection of short stories of his life. He described a treasure chest that he said contained gold nuggets, rare coins, jewelry, and gemstones. He went on to write on it that he hid the chest in the mountains somewhere north of Santa Fe. Finn said in the stories, the book said that he said in stories in the book contained hints of the chest location, as well as a poem found in the chapter Golden Moor that contained 9 clues that will lead a searcher to the chest. Okay, so people went crazy for this. All right.
Yeah.
He hid this, went out there, and to the point to where people were searching for this so much that people actually died because of this. 5 people died. And
I've never heard this story before.
Isn't this fascinating?
That is fascinating.
I love everything about this. So he went out and he hid this. People went out searching all over. It could have been anywhere, under a rock, under whatever. Right. But he said at one point he said that he envisioned this place as a place that he could lay down and see breathe his last breath at. Right. And it was just one of those things where that was like a clue. So what happened was this guy found it recently, and he found it actually back over the summer. Okay.
Is that the guy?
No.
Who's that guy?
This is Forrest Fenn.
Okay, that's Forrest Fenn. Okay.
Yes,
I
Forrest
didn't
Fenn.
know if that was the guy that found it or if that was him. Okay.
No, the treasure hunter who found it, his name was Jack Stueff. All right. In June, he found the treasure. Okay. So then he reached out to Forrest Fenn and said, and he found out he reached out to Fenn and he said he found it and he showed him pictures and stuff and they synced up. And then there was an announcement pretty much immediately afterwards, after they agreed that the guy who found it, Jack Stueff, said he didn't want to be identified. And him and Forrest Fenn agreed not to tell anybody where the treasure was that led to even more controversy because people were upset because they're like, well, this whole thing could have been a ruse. This Jack Stueff guy who found it, he could have been a mark. He could have helped out or a plant and found it. And this could have just been a giant publicity stunt. But they ended up settling on recently. Forrest Fenn died, and just today, Jack Stueff announced that it was actually him through his lawyer. So he had found it. He found it, and he said the way he found it was he not only did he read the book, but he actually learned more about Forrest Fenn himself. He found these old interviews of him, and he really dug in to his personal life to find out more about where he thought it could be, and he ended up finding it. And in it, he had all sorts of stuff, and he's not sure what he's going to do with it. If he's going to hold on to it, I mean, he could hypothetically piece it out if he wanted to and sell it. But it's just absolutely there. It is right there. There it is right here. I found the Fenn treasure. Look at this. Isn't this just fascinating right here? That's the box that was in it, as well as all these cool things. Like, holy moly, how cool is that, right? Like,
that's crazy.
Yes.
I wonder how many of those there are out there in our world. Just like mystery boxes, treasure chests, real treasure chests.
I don't know. It says Stueff, who is a 32-year-old medical student from Michigan. He's not even like a treasure hunter. Like, that's the thing. He says a lawsuit forced him to give up his anonymity. A Chicago lawyer filed a lawsuit against Fenn, and then the unnamed. See, he was actually listed as an unnamed finder in a lawsuit. The U.S. District Court in Santa Fe in June, after the treasure was reportedly found, the lawyer urged that after she had spent several years painstakingly deciphering Mr. Finn's poems and scouting out the general location of the treasure, someone hacked her cell phone and stole proprietary information that led them to the trove. So, like, there's people who took this incredibly seriously. And this is like their life, and so it's led to so much controversy when it was just meant to be this like fun thing that obviously has been ruined.
This sounds just like, actually, you're right. It's more Nick Cage, National Treasure, right? Where they're all hunting this thing down, and it sounds like a movie. It sounds like totally something, and hopefully one day we get that movie.
I hope so. This is fascinating to me.
Yeah,
I heard this and I was like, I have to talk about this. I have to share this with Brad. I have to share this with the internet because I know some people have really, really grown fascinated by this story if you've heard it. But I love the idea of, we talked about aliens yesterday, the idea of the unknown, the idea of hiding some, think about all the times you've been down, you've seen people at the beach walking around with their metal detectors where just 50 other times throughout the day, people are walking by with the metal detector, like they're going to find something that somebody else hasn't found,
Yeah.
But the idea of discovery,
Yeah, this reminds me of our house that we grew up in Highland Village, and I once buried a time capsule, and I put it under our back porch, and it had pictures and little trinkets in it. I don't remember exactly what was in it, and I left it there for about a week, and then I took it back.
I was gonna say, man, could you imagine if we went there today and be like, so we left this time capsule underneath this porch 30 years ago, and man, that'd be amazing.
But see, it wasn't like hermetically sealed or anything, so the pictures would have been like all like faded and gross, soggy. Anything would have been like destroyed, but that was my one attempt at a time capsule. I think I was like 11 years old, and I couldn't even wait. I like had to go back and get it. That's what I would have done if I was that guy. I'd be like, man, that was a lot of jewels. I better go get that.
I should probably go get that. But like, what an amazing story.
Yeah.
I'm so fascinated by that, and it's almost sad to know that it's over. You know, that somebody found the treasure, but I guess it is good that
Yeah.
they were able to find it and then share it with the guy who hid it, and they was able to verify it, and
Hmm.
so that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
So
And then, but there will be a sequel. At the bottom of the chest, it
right,
says, "You found map number 2." And so
Hey,
this whole time, wouldn't that like blow everybody's mind if like the whole time everybody's looking for this treasure chest, but that is just what the first part of the treasure.
right.
But and then it circles back around after finding like 6 of these treasure chests that the real treasure was just in your heart the whole time.
The whole time, the real treasure is friendship
Yeah.
and
It
the
just
block of
it's just
gold.
like a crummy index card that says the real treasure is friendship. And you're just like, oh,
All
and then
right.
it says real small at the bottom, you must return all of the jewels you found along
Yes,
the way to
you're
the
just
original
leasing
owner.
them. Bring them back. That's right.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right. All right. Well, that was my story. Hopefully, you enjoyed that, because that
yeah.
was the
No,
best thing ever.
it got me thinking. All this talk about like an exciting action-packed movie, hunting for treasure. Oh man, what a great story that would be in the year 2020. So we need something high energy, high impact. But I'll tell you what we're getting as far as a movie in the year 2020. This has
Hmm.
been trending since yesterday. This is a movie called Recipe for Seduction. It's a Lifetime original mini movie presented by Kentucky Fried Chicken, starring Mario Lopez as Colonel Sanders.
Hmm.
So,
When they say a mini movie, do they just mean like a video on YouTube, or like if it's 15 minutes long, isn't that just like
yeah, from what I understand, I don't know. It's probably going to run during like it says December 13th at noon. We'll all have to tune in and watch Mario Lopez play a buff Colonel Sanders. Like, I wonder what Colonel Sanders like, what he would think of all this, because from what I understand with that story, Colonel Sanders didn't make any money, made a lot of bad business decisions. But then like you flash forward to the year 2020, and this is his legacy right
right,
now. And this is where we're
right,
at. And it just got me thinking, like, is this what movies are going to be? Like, we've had like product placement in movies, and like you go back and you watch the old Ninja Turtle movies, and like they're sponsored by Pizza Hut and stuff. But imagine it's just, you know, you remember the Ninja Turtles tour in 1990? That was like the Turtles on tour. They were a rock band, and it was a
sure,
whole album sponsored by Pizza Hut.
right.
That's what this is, except I think that it's going to be like all high budget. It's going to get more action packed, and we're not going to be able to distinguish the difference between a commercial and a movie, because this is essentially a 15-minute commercial for KFC.
Right. Well, but you think about this. This is, I mean, it's pretty genius, right? I watched the trailer, which we can't show a whole lot of the trailer. You can only just talk about it. But the long and short of it is Mario Lopez. Mario Lopez plays Colonel Sanders. He has a love interest. There's some like backstabbing or something. And how all this happens over the course of 15 minutes is going to be really fascinating to watch, because I'm
Yeah.
going to watch this. But
Well,
I
the
also,
trailer is 1 minute, so
right.
you've seen most of it already.
Right, exactly. But I think too. I think back to there was the Will Smith Fresh Prince reboot, like maybe 18 months ago. That was all like dark and gritty, and then Will Smith got attached to it, and he's like, "Well, this is how I want Fresh Prince to be." So they're remaking it now with this like dark gritty, and it's almost. I feel like that's kind of the way we're going with these things. The Colonel Sanders thing is so ridiculous and so crazy. It's got to be. It's like taking what you loved about it, going 180 degrees the other way, and being like, "Well, this is the new thing now."
Yeah.
It's like if I was to bring back Screw Attack as like a hard like a real video game news site. It's like that doesn't make any sense at all. So
Yeah, our generation's really good at taking everything we loved as a child and ruining it.
Oh yeah,
or just twisting it into a really distorted representation of what it's really about.
that'd be a really good. That'd be a really great. Maybe later this week, maybe on Friday or something, we can do a top 5 things our generation's ruined.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good list to
We
make.
could do it. That'd be a great show. I think that'd be
Yeah.
really good. Yeah,
Maybe we'll cap that off on with our Friday show.
I,
We'll top the weekend with that,
I think
or
that's a good
start the week.
idea.
Yeah,
That's really good. Very good. We'll see how that goes. When does that air again? I'm sorry.
that was December 13th at noon. So
Wait,
I
so
imagine
like
it's going
next
to be in a
week?
30-minute block, and it's going to be 15-minute movie with 15 minutes of commercials. And I would imagine those commercials would probably be more KFC. So it's going to be 30 minutes of KFC advertising.
The extreme irony of if like Popeyes pops in, like love that chicken from Popeyes and
Yeah,
Colonel
during
Sanders
during the movie.
or
That's
Chick-fil-A or
funny.
something like that. Oh
Yeah.
man, I would be all up on that for sure.
Well,
That's great.
I'm not gonna fall into the trap. Just because AC Slater is playing Colonel Sanders, it's not gonna sell me on KFC. But the absurdity of the movies, I don't know. It sounds pretty hilarious. There's a guy, and I think the whole like premise of the thing is like they're like, he's got this secret recipe, and then
Right.
like the mistress wife or whoever it is like, you gotta find that recipe, and
Well, let
then
me tell
she's
you
trying to
this.
kill him, and I don't know. It's
It's
gonna be
worked already.
ridiculous.
The money they put into it has already worked because we're sitting here
Yeah.
talking about it, right?
Oh,
And
of
it's
course. They add another couple minutes to the promotion from
right.
they should pay us.
You got us.
You
Right.
got us.
Oh man.
Stupid internet marketing.
Hey, it's you know what? It's time for everyone's favorite segment, the
What's that?
YouTube thumbnail. Which, by the way,
Oh yeah.
which was fun because we had a nice viewer point out that they actually stopped subscribing. They actually unsubscribed because of our clickbait thumbnails. Which I'd like to point out that is the purpose of this exact segment right
Yeah.
here is YouTube thumbnails. Are you
Yeah.
ready? Let's do one for the treasure, the treasure one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll go really intense. Like, whoa. Okay,
Okay.
ready? Okay, here we go. Three,
Yeah.
2, 1. Nailed it. Okay, cool. All right, what a way to go. We're good at this.
Hey, hold on. Let's do one for the movie just as a backup. It'd be like like what? Colonel
Got it. I'm ready.
Sanders is
I'm going. Go. Great. Okay, excellent.
okay.
All right.
That's my favorite portion of the show so far.
I agree. I think it's we're doing things differently, which is good, including the latest game show that's sweeping the world. It's time for What the Heck Is That? Are we doing?
Heck is that? You gotta guess. You gotta know what it is.
All right. Are we going to see it again, or are we doing a reveal? What are we doing today?
Yeah, we'll look at it. We'll do a reveal, but I think in the future when we bring this back, we're gonna stretch it out. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take a picture because I'm not prepared to do it, and we'll do several close-ups of the picture throughout the week and build towards it.
I see.
I think that'd be a good idea. So this time around, we'll do the reveal, but we're going to change it up. You never know what you're going to get on this show, and that's what I like about it so far.
Yeah, it's like a big old potpourri of farts. Here we go.
Yeah.
So this is what we saw yesterday.
That's what you saw.
Which, by the way, let me do a quick glance here. I do need to pull up and see if we have any possible guesses on this because this is important. I know that there were several guesses when it came to.
Somebody said like a weird fish mouth or something.
Right.
Could be. I don't know.
Let me pull it up really quick. Here we go. These are some of the things we have. Intermission over here. Guessing. It's got to be Steve Harvey's eye. Maybe even the same image as last time. Pretty smart play right there. I'm not
same one every time. Good idea.
Love that. Wire Magic thinks it looks like some tiny lips. Hey, pretty good stuff. Pretty good. Who knows? This is some good stuff. My guess. Let's see. Let's see. From your thumbnail, it looks like ET's handling a child from the mall. Handing the child a Nerf gun and making him Earth's representation for the Galaxy Federation. That's a really good guess. I like that, Kakiter. Thank you very much for that. Are we ready to find out what it actually is?
All right, let's find out. I'll give you a pre-hint. We've got a famous actor.
Oh, All right, here we
You
go.
ready
In
for the
3,
reveal?
2, 1.
It's Will Smith.
Unfortunately, nobody guessed tiny mouth, tiny eyed Will Smith.
We did get a tiny mouth, which was the closest, but it was his tiny eye. It was actually zoomed in on his tiny eye, but somebody guessed tiny mouth.
That was Wire Magic. Wire Magic, you got 5 points, but 7. You got 5 points added because you guessed a body part. 7 points deducted because you guessed wrong. Congratulations. You're actually in the negative right now. That's tough.
Keep up with that stuff, guys.
So congratulations, nobody. You all guessed wrong, and
so yeah. But you never know. It's part of the fun. So there he is. Tiny eyes, tiny mouth. Will Smith. That was the reveal of this week's. What the heck is that? You're gonna guess what it is.
Wow, that's great. You're like our own house band, which is nice. That's good.
And over here, we've got me. I'm the Max Weinberg of the Craig and Brad show.
You're the Max Weinberg and Paul Schaefer all together in one.
That's right.
All right. Well, that is it. That's episode 8, y'all. Once again, we appreciate you spreading the word, letting people know we're doing this show on a day-to-day basis. If you got a friend with 20 to 30 minutes to spare on any given day, guess what? Send them our way. We'd love to meet them and love to let them know we do this every single day. It shows are posted in the morning. We may be posting them in the afternoon, next week. We're still just figuring this whole thing out. Right now, it's 9 a.m. in the morning, which we thought would allow everybody an opportunity, but maybe we'll do it in the afternoon and give you guys something to look forward to during lunch or something. But who knows? So we're gonna test all things out. We're just it's all just a big shit show right now, and let's just be honest about it. We're having fun doing it, and that's the most important thing. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and if you really want to support the show, which we're trying to get to a $3,000 threshold on the Patreon, so I can hire this guy over here. Maybe may even make some awesome things. Head to patreon.com/Craig Skits and support the show there. Guys, thanks very much for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.